The record-breaking natural disasters that we're witnessing in Texas and California right now are truly historic, Michael Snyder reports. If you think that what we're witnessing is normal, I honestly don't know what to say. Over the past few years, the United States has been getting plummeted by one major natural disaster after another. The number of billion-dollar natural disasters in 2023 established a new all-time record high for a single year, and 2024 is certainly off to a roaring start. It seems like each new week brings multiple new disasters, and right now we're watching a couple of whoppers. The blizzard that has started to hammer the state of California is so immense that it's difficult to believe that it is actually real, and the Stonehouse Creek fire in the panhandle of Texas has officially become the largest fire in the entire history of that state. The Smokehouse Creek fire is officially the largest and most devastating fire in Texas's history, with the killer inferno burning through over 1.1 acres of land. As of Thursday, the record-breaking wildfire has scorched through 1,075,000 acres, and it is 3% contained, with thousands of people evacuating their homes. Ghastly winds coupled with the raging flames have charred huge swaths of the panhandle, and the wildfire is now the equivalent size of the whole of Rhode Island. This fire has already burned more than 1 million acres, but is still only 3% contained. How is that even possible? According to CBS News, throughout the region, lamp posts are now melting. Power lines posts are split in half, and homes and properties have been reduced to charred remains. It's already the second largest fire in the entire history of our country, and even if the fire was put out now, the recovery would take many years because there has been so much devastation. The Turkey Track Ranch is one of the oldest and most historic ranches in the state of Texas, and it has been almost completely obliterated. The fire also destroyed most of the historic 180 million Turkey Track Ranch, which was home to one of the largest and bloodiest battles of the Great Plains near the end of the Civil War, and the site of the Red River War that started in 1874. The property, one of the oldest ranches in the state that covers roughly 80,000 acres, has seen an estimated 80% of its pastures, plains, and creek bottom burned in the fire, CBS affiliate KHOU TV reports. The loss of livestock, crops, and wildfire, as well as ranch, fencing, and other infrastructure throughout our property, as well as other ranches and homes across the region, is, we believe, unparalleled in our history, the owners said in a statement. We are all completely devastated and personally heartbroken by the magnitude of this horrific event, they said. I cannot even comprehend what the owners are going through right now. Just try to imagine what it must be like to have your life's work burned to the ground in a single day. And this fire is going to have a huge impact on all of the rest of us too. 85% of the cattle in the state of Texas are in the panhandle. Video footage of cattle that have been burned to death is being shared all over the social media, and Agricultural Commissioner Sid Miller is estimating that tens of thousands have already been killed in this. Reuters spoke with State Agricultural Commissioner Sid Miller, who warned the wildfire has likely killed tens of thousands of livestock and destroyed grain and in storage bins. It's almost like gasoline when it goes up, Miller said, adding, we have now lost over 1 million acres. Beef prices have already risen to absolutely insane levels all over the country. So what is going to happen now? Miller is also warning that for the cattle that survive, there won't be any left to eat. Feed supplies are scarce for surviving cattle because the fire destroyed grazing lands and bins holding crops like wheat and corn, he said. And Miller continued, there's absolutely zero vegetation. The cattle that do survive, they have absolutely nothing to eat. If you love beef, stock up now because prices are about to go a lot higher. Meanwhile, the state of California is being hit by yet another historic storm. A crippling blizzard, if you can believe that, has already begun, and by the time the weekend is over, some areas will literally be buried under 10 feet of snow. A crippling blizzard is expected to pummel the mountains in California and Nevada late this week and into the weekend, dumping the biggest snow of the season so far. By the time it's all over, the highest elevations could be buried under 10 plus feet of snow. The worst of the storm will be felt across the Sierra Nevada mountain range. The event is now getting underway Thursday, but will hit its peak starting Friday and last through the weekend. With a major winter storm like this, wind gusts over the Sierra Ridges will easily exceed 100 miles an hour, creating intense blizzard conditions that could last for days. It's just all weekend, Fox weather meteorologist Britta Merwin said. That's all you need to know. It's literally all weekend. It's being reported that the wind gust of 120 miles an hour was recorded on Ward Mountain on Thursday, and extremely powerful winds will continue throughout the weekend as snow falls at a staggering pace. If you can believe it, it's being projected that snowfall rates of up to 5 inches an hour are possible. Extremely heavy snow rates of up to 5 inches an hour are possible, said Brittany Whitlam, the forecaster with the Weather Service Reno's office. Snowfall accumulations across 3 days will generally range from 50 to 100 inches across the Sierra, with locally higher amounts at higher elevations. UCLA climate scientist Daniel Swan said in a forecast discussion on YouTube on Thursday. Swan said, "This will be another snowstorm probably for the record books in some places. I can't even imagine what a storm of that magnitude would be like because I have never experienced anything like it." Local residents are being told that some communities may be isolated for an extended period of time, and snowfall totals in the worst hit locations could actually reach 15 feet or 180 inches. AccuWeather is projecting a 6 to 10 feet of snow will fall at Donner Pass, or up to 120 inches, spanning several days. Similar snowfall is likely at many of the ski resorts in the Sierra Nevada, with an AccuWeather local storm max snowfall of 15 feet or 180 inches. Drifts from the storm will reach as high as several stories high. Now that is a storm. For years I've been warning in my books that we would see natural disasters increase in frequency and intensity, and actually what we're experiencing right now is just the beginning. Much more is on the horizon, and most people in the general population have no idea. This is by Michael Snyder on End of the American Dream. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. About the author, Michael Snyder's extremely controversial new book entitled Chaos is available in paperback and for Kindle on Amazon.com. He's also written 7 other books that are available on Amazon, including End Time, 7-Year Apocalypse, Lost Prophecies of the Future of America, The Beginning of the End, and Living a Life That Really Matters, commissions earned. When you purchase any of Michael's books, you help to support the work that he's doing. You can also get his articles by email as soon as he publishes them by subscribing to his Substack newsletter. Michael has published thousands of articles on the Economic Collapse blog, End of the American Dream, and The Most Important News, and he always freely and happily allows others to republish those articles on the other websites. You can connect with Michael on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and share his articles on your own social media account is definitely a great help. These are just troubled times and people need hope. John 3:16 tells us about the hope that God has given us through Jesus Christ. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. If you have not already done so, we strongly urge you to invite Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior today. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.